Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next when the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
he does not
in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, this guy's got some hands on him, DC, and sometimes he takes issue when we call him a boxer because he is an MMA fighter and a well-rounded one at that. But it's hard not to lead the dance and lead the walk with the boxing skills that really are off the charts.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So he can be mad, but I would be happy to be called a boxer if I possessed that set of skills. If I had the ability to mix the target as well as he does. When he's most comfortable, when he's flowing, when the head is moving, when it's never on the center line, when he's landing body shots, when he's following that left body shot with that beautiful left hook, that's when he is most dangerous. It's a guy that for all that he can do in the octagon, at the end of the day, he was a boxer first and a fantastic boxer at that when he stepped into the UFC.
And don't sell yourself short. You got a pretty good jab.
I'm trying, but I'm not this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida, Mike Platinum Perry. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 242 pounds. Fighting out of New York, Iron.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. Round 1, outstanding matchup of strikers. Any chance this thing hits the canvas?
I don't believe so. I think when you have 2 high-level strikers like you have in these 2 men, they're going to go to the center of the octagon, and it's going to be a kickboxing match. A kickboxing match that you would see in a ring. Tonight you get to watch it inside of an octagon.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Back in the clinch, look for a takedown. He's very good at changing levels when he can get to this clinch position and get in close. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
He lands the head kick. They're certainly getting after it early. Oh, and he gets tagged. Nice combination there. It might not be a bad idea for the opposition to just tweak that head off the center line.
He was landing one before, now he's throwing everything in combination, and they're all landing.
How How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch counter tonight. You wonder if the offensive fighter's going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Slips the punch.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Unable to connect there. Oh, nice knee to the body, very nice.
He understands that doing the body work will pay dividends the longer the fight goes.
Just missed with the elbow there.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Oh, nice knee to the head forward there. Just missed with the left there.
Right hand punch from the clinch. A good right hand right there.
Takedown defense holds up.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. He's cutting down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand.
Big kick lands.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Whiffs on the straight right hand.
Oh, wow, those leg kicks are already taking effect. Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll. And you watch the opponent, he's walking gingerly on his legs. And one big tell that you're starting to really do well with your leg kicks is when your opponent starts to switch stances.
Right.
Watch for a stance switch very soon.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Ooh, what a punch.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And he landed the right hand there.
Beautiful punch.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Oh, dude just got worked by that uppercut.
His chin went all the way up to the ceiling.
Final seconds here. Harry's head kick attempt, that one is blocked. All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
All right, second round now underway. I'm no analyst, but a little bit of a feeling out process there in round one.
And that's a part of being in the octagon with someone that's so skilled. You cannot just go after him guns blazing. Both of these young men are trying to find the right moment to attack.
Bone on bone as the head kick lands flush.
He better get those hands up or he's gonna put him to sleep.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
Oh, big punch land.
Harry Perry's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Oh, nice slip there. It sounds simple, right? Hit and don't get hit, but this guy's defense has been sharp tonight.
Cat and mouse. You got to play cat and mouse. Hit, don't get hit, and he does a great job of that. Nice punch lands over the top.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. He blocks the punch. Oh, that right hand is on point.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Good series of strikes. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Oh, straight right. And they separate. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Pretty significant welt to the left side.
Big kick lands.
Punches blocked.
Head kick.
Oh, lands another shot to the body, beautifully placed as he continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round. Whiffs on the right hand. A single collar tie. Oh, beautiful head movement, slips there.
Nice strike.
Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fight at your pace. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Throws the right hand there.
Whoa! Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Perry's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. 2 rounds in the books.
That's what I'm talking about. That guy's hurt. Finish him though this time, all right? He's done. This guy has nothing left.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination. and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
All right, the action continues here and now as our next round gets underway. The previous round won't be confused for a round of the year, but pretty good action.
It was a pretty good round. Not every round is going to have you standing up out of your seat. You understand that you are watching the highest level of fighting in the entire world in the UFC.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Oh!
Running fantastic strikes to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, very grounded down from half guard. He is making these shots count.
Now into his mount.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Oh, that's a beautiful kick right there. I don't know. Oh! Huge right hand!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Man!
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Yes, they hurt him in the last round. Same exact one.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Big knee to the body! Looked like a good knee to the body, but it's blocked. Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done, he's done.
You knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the huge knockout victory. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 23 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.